So today we will study cross-site request forgery, CSRF. Okay. So today's agenda is what is CSRF, where to find CSRF, how to find CSRF, exploitation of CSRF, impact and mitigations. Okay. First, before that, see, we already learned this about SOAP. So SOAP is same origin policy. And what happened, like one website cannot attack other website because of the SOAP policy. So it will see same origin policy restrict script of one origin from accessing data from another origin. Means like, okay, one, let's see, if one website is attacking on another, then they cannot attack, like they cannot access each other's data because of this SOAP policy. So this this will partially circumvent the SOAP policy, like CSRF, because see, we are not accessing the data, we are changing the data in CSRF. Means we are attacking on the site and we are changing the data. So we already learned, see this is the website http normalwebsite.com. okay, so what should be the same, like see, schema, domain and port. Like if all are same, then they are same origin. Like see, schema is http and domain is normalwebsite.com and port is 80. So see, normalwebsite.com, http, port 80. So same. So they are okay, same. And this is http normalwebsite.com. See, this is also same, https. So this is http, this is https. So different. So this is http, then this is en, this is normal. So they are, so domain are different. So, okay, so this is a different origin. Okay, so you can find out like by this method, like all these, the three are same, then same origin, otherwise different origin. So what we can achieve from the CSRF, let's say, like see, every application have the functionality, like there have a like add user functionality, email update functionality, fund transfer, or like we can update the name, we can update the like addresses, like let's say update addresses. Like if there is an address, then we can update that. So what happen, like if we can perform these actions from another side, then there is a CSRF. Means from CSRF we can do these things, like if application is vulnerable to CSRF, cross-site request forgery, means we are doing the forgery from the different website. Okay, so what happen, like if the website is vulnerable to add user functionality, like if there is a add user functionality in a website, and if this is vulnerable to CSRF, then we can add the user without knowing the user. Like if user don't know, but we can add the user. Let's say what we can do from this. Okay, let's say there is a victim site, let's say this example.com, and there is a add user functionality. Means there is man user is, let's say, admin. Okay, admin user, like you are admin user and you can add more user like that. So there is add user functionality. If this is vulnerable to CSRF, let's say, and this is CSRF vulnerable, so what we can achieve from this, we can create a HTML page. Okay, and we can do like add user there, and we can host this on our server, like see, host on our server, and or any website, like see, like if victim, like let's say, see, this is vulnerable, and we find out, okay, Lavis is using the same website and he is frequently visiting, let's say, this attacker website, let's say any website, let's say there is a website, this website.com, let's say. Okay, and Lavis is frequently visiting this site also. So what we can do, we can host this HTML page there, and if Lavis visit this, then what we can do, like if visit this, then because of this the user is added in this site in admin's content. So after that we can log in, like user, like if we are adding the user, then there is username and password. Okay, so we can add, after that we can log in from this username and password. So, and other than like, let's say there is an email update, and if let's say on the victim email there is a email functionality, email update, and this is vulnerable to CSRF, so we can create a page for the email update. Email update, let's email update, and if see victim visit on this site, see victim needs to visit both sites simultaneously. See, victim needs to visit on this site on the same browser, and on this site same browser, like different tab but same browser. Like let's say victim is visiting here tcrsecurity.com, and there is a functionality, like any functionality, like you can add like you can change your name or anything, and if that is vulnerable to CSRF, so you and there is another is, let's say security.com. So let's say, see, this website is vulnerable to CSRF. Like I am logging. See, this is our account, and see, you can update your name, and let's say this functionality is vulnerable to CSRF. So what we can do, we can create a HTML page. Like I will tell you like how we can create. Like, so we can create a HTML page and we can host that. Like see, we cannot host anything here because this is a victim site, so we do not control this. But we have another site. This, let's say this is attacker site, so we can host that HTML content here. Like let's say we hosted it on the home page. So what we can do, like we will send this website to the victim, like for any reason, like visit visit there, and let's say we will do like, okay, you will get 10,000 rupees. Then maybe victim will click on this. If victim click on this, then what happen? This HTML will work, and because of that, this name will change. And we can like see, currently there is no update for the email, but see, we can update the name. So victim needs to be like, see, login in their account in the victim site, and he needs to visit the attacker site also, like attacker control server where HTML content is hosted. Okay, so we can also perform another things also, like if there is a like add user email address, same thing. Like if there is a address also, like we can perform this same action. Okay, and other than, like if let's say if you are there is a banking website, and if you find out a, let's say there is a banking site, there is a banking site, let's say anything, let's say SBI.com. That, let's see, it is not easy to find out CSRF on the SBI, but see, like let's say there is SBI.com, and we find out a CSRF on fund transfer. Okay, so what happen, like see, you need to create a like see, let's say this is SBI. See, like this is online SBI. You find out a CSRF there, and this is our website. So what we will create, like we will create an HTML page and we will host that here. And if that, let's say the vulnerability in the fund transfer, on the fund transfer. So what happen, every time user visit there, then you can create a HTML page, like see, create a HTML for 10,000 rupees transfer. So what happen, every time then this victim user, like see, he needs to be login on this there, and after that if he visited there, then victim's 10,000 rupees is transferred to your account because of this CSR vulnerability. So this is very dangerous. So an impact is also depends, like what you are exploiting. Like you can perform the account takeover, you can transfer the fund, you can update emails, or you can update, like if you can update the email, then there is a account takeover. If you can update like username, and you can update other things also. So it depends on the website functionality. So after login, always check like what type of website have the functionality. See, and always check the CSRF on the after authentication. Like, see, do not try on the without authentication, because see, there is no need to check out. Like, see, no impact. Like, if you are checking on the without authentication, then no impact. So first authenticate on website, like login, and after that check in all the content. Like, if there is a email update, if there is a add user, if there is a fund transfer, any update functionality, anything, any functionality. So check all of them one by one. Okay. And see, cross-site request forgery, also known as CSRF, is a web security vulnerability that allows an attacker to induce users to perform action that they do not intend to perform. Means user do not want to perform anything, but because of this vulnerability, that action is performed. So it allows an attacker to circumvent the same origin policy, which is designed to prevent different websites from interfering. So because of this vulnerability, normally one website cannot attack each other. Like, see, normally we cannot perform anything from there. Like, say, if we are performing something there, then same origin policy restrict that, but because of the CSRF we can perform this. Okay, so where to find CSRF? Already told you, like any authenticated action, like any action you can perform on the web application, like email, name, address, any update. And how to find the CSRF? So first check if web application using the CSRF token or authorization header. See, always. So like capture the request and check, like if application is using the any CSRF token or authorization header, and if there is this CSRF token or authorization header, then check like if application is validating those or not. Like if not, then you can check for the referrer header. Like if application validating the referrer header. If not, then we can create a BUP POC from the our burp suite. So it's very easy to create a CSRF POC from burp. Okay.